Alright, welcome back to Vindictus Rags to Riches, episode, which one is this? 6? Yeah, I want to say we're on 6. Let's see. My god, I've actually got some stuff that I would actually like to talk about this episode, but we'll get on that. First off, let me collect some earnings from all the level 33 to 40 stuff I've been selling. And we have broken our first mill at the early level of 55. And it looks like we're now starting to receive the warm welcome tickets. Which, what these are, you can walk right back into the inn after you collect yours, and go to the Strange Traveler and go to warm welcome. And then go ahead and purchase the warm welcome box. And I would actually recommend if you've been building up some resources and you've got some gold, go ahead and spend the 50k gold and pick up all the secret boxes. There's a chance you'll get something good out of them. So, let's see. Out of the warm welcome box, you always get a kitty encouragement potion and a 50 AP capsule. Basically, the kitty encouragement potion lasts for a day before it expires, and if you use it, it gives you a stat boost. This is mainly going to be used later on to start off strong when you go on your raid trains, but we can go ahead and we can just use it just to use it. The secret box one, let's see, we got some bath soap, 30 AP, and a shining ticket. I'm going to get more AP capsules of Fury Stimulant, which we can't use yet. And some crystals, 30 AP capsules. So it looks, so if I'm not mistaken, yeah, we're going to go ahead and throw this away because I'll be explaining stimulants later when we get to there. But all of the boxes, okay, that was weird. It's like only one of the doors opened. But yeah, out of all the boxes, the warm welcome that you get for free will always give you 50 AP and the encouragement potion. These will always give you 30 AP plus a shining kitty ticket, and it costs 50 shining kitty tickets to purchase one of these. So we have what, three of these tickets, so it'll take on average, if you're getting 3 a day, 15, 16, a little over 2 weeks. So let's see, let's go ahead and let's see, is there anything else we need to do? Character growth goals, may go ahead and complete that. Starting off this episode strong with an instant level up. I'm going to go ahead and use that AP we've gotten. A 2 AP capsule from Incineration, 500 AP capsule from a character growth reward, some 50 AP capsules, and some 30 AP capsules. Although right now I wouldn't say I'm in a position where I need to level anything up just yet. I think I'm doing okay. Actually, I just unlocked Mana Pistol. Huh. Requires an alchemy kit. I know it creates like a little turret that just shoots things that can fire 2 mana bullets in a row, increase the attack. It's for mana pistols. I mean, it's a cool little thing, but I don't see too many EVs using that in game, so I'm just not gonna worry about that. All right. So, oh yeah, we need to start the next episode. And then after I start that, I'm probably gonna go on a serious rant regarding a video that popped up on the forums. Wherein someone, reviewed the game, and they did a very piss poor job of reviewing. Granted, they titled it as a first impression video, but overall the video was just, I wouldn't say well done. It was very, very cookie cutter, carbon copy of, any other, what's the word I'm looking for? Any other, game reviewing channel that is mainly just making videos for money on YouTube. There's not really a lot of personal flair or feel to it. Actually, let me go ahead and while I'm loading into this dungeon, I don't want to alt-tab out and mess with the recording, so let me pull it up on my phone real quick. Let's see. I just realized I'm still wearing, I'm level 56 and I'm still wearing level 20 armor. Wow, that is hilarious. And it's gonna be by MMO Byte, his little 2018 Vindictus review. I mean, he does have some fair points in the game, but but just the way he overall presented his review was just very poor. Saying that, Vindictus's combat, was, well, I'll give him the fact that the dungeons are repetitive, but at the same time, he had a little scene where he was showing the level 5 boss, saying that, saying very sarcastically that, skill and focus is imperative in these intense fights. And, while his party members killing the boss, he's just sitting around doing nothing, basically creating the insinuation, or I need a different one. The false impression, that's what I'm looking for. That's what the game is really about. That none of the bosses are actually interesting. That it's boring. I mean, yes, the boss is. Whoops. I triggered the wrong move. But I mean, as you can see right now, like some of these bosses, I'm actually having to put a little bit of focus in and work towards. Mainly, I'm probably taking this much damage because I'm in lower level here, but yeah, the reviewer goes on to say how, or just give the impression that, Vindictus is nothing but, boring, repetitive combat over and over, which, I'll admit is somewhat true for the first part of the game, but all he reviewed was the first 20 levels, and hell, even in my videos earlier on, I even stated that, the first levels are boring as shit. That, if you really want to, get to see what this game has to offer you, you have to play it up and invest some time to actually get there. And I even went on to say that, Vindictus is not the kind of game that, wants to get your attention, tries to get your attention early, like a lot of games in this generation do. I mean, a lot of games nowadays, they bank on, grabbing your attention and hooking you early because, I mean, the majority of today's audience is going to be, a new generation that, well, for the lack of a better word, or for the lack of a better phrasing, has an extremely short attention span. So games that give you instant gratification are kind of required to at least maintain an audience. And that's not the case for Vindictus. I mean, Vindictus, you gotta work. You can't just, you know, expect everything to, you know, be all hunky-dory. How do these look? You know, I'm still gonna keep my look. Yeah, you just can't expect everything to be... I still need to talk to Gwen. Yeah, the reviewer even goes on to say more things like, speaking on behalf of the community, saying that, you know, um, all armor, like all defaults, you know, armor in the game is, you know, stupid and ugly and no one uses it. Well, let me go ahead and bump to channel 1 right now. He goes on to say that there's an avatar shop and you have to spend money on the game to look good and this and that. So let me just bump to channel 1 where I can get some people in, and let me just let their actual armors load, and let's take a look around, and we'll see. Granted, we will see, you know, quite a few people probably wearing avatar or avatar parts or costumes, but you know, let's take a look over here. This in and of itself, I want to say that the pants are not. Yeah, I genuinely don't know if that's avatar or not. That's avatar. That's avatar. Okay, this guy's just being silly wearing like a weird Armageddon set. That looks like avatar. I mean, yes, a lot of people do use avatar pieces in costumes, but you can definitely mix and match, you know, different pieces from different sets to make something, you know, cool and unique. So all default armors of the game aren't terrible. And it's honestly hard nowadays to find someone that actually has some creativity and will actually make a decent looking set out of the defaults. But to go as far as to say that everyone in the game knows that default armor sucks, yeah. The particular reviewer is just plain arrogant and just doesn't necessarily know, you know, what he's talking about if he wants to, you know, make a claim like that for the entire community. Oh wait, duh, crowd control. Okay, someone's still alive. But yeah, he goes, you know, saying that, you know, the dungeons are, you know, rather repetitive with very minor changes in between, you know, different dungeons, and that does hold somewhat true for some of the earlier areas of the game, such as, you know, Perilous Ruins, even the area I'm in right now. I mean, there's only so many rooms and so many combinations, but, you know, considering when this area of the game was, you know, released and, you know, end game, the game was, you know, much more. Well, the game was a lot younger, and Nexon didn't have as many resources as they have now. Some of the newer areas in the game are just much better. But he doesn't. But, ow. He doesn't want to put in any time and effort to see what the game really has to offer, and he takes the first, 20 or so levels as an entire experience. And, he does give a disclaimer at the end of his video saying, this is all just subjective, higher game, the end game is, you know, supposedly much different, but he doesn't, go as far as to tell anything about what the game has to offer higher up. Which is honestly one of the things that I didn't like. I'm tempted just to grab his video and just let it play and just... Actually, I might do that just kind of do like a commentary on his review. Let's see. Oh, we actually go into Rochester for the first time. So we're finally making our way to the second city. I guess you can say I'm just a little salty because he just, did a piss poor video, carbon copy, just cookie cut, what every other, first impression reviewer typically says. He's probably just doing it for the paycheck. I mean, if you're gonna review a game, or at least do a first impression, don't just play for, an hour. Because the highest dungeon I think I saw him in his video was the first Hoarfrost Hollow dungeon, which, based on this series right now, shows that it only takes about an hour to reach, that point if you're by yourself. And if you have two people, dungeons go a lot quicker early on, the more people you have. So, him getting to that second dungeon in, an hour should have been very feasible. I think we have a little cutscene to watch. Actually, no, they're not summoning the oracles yet. So I would say I'm not going to run all the way back there. Oh, there's Inkel's. If you actually want a good piece of the story, this part right here where Inkel shows up is actually a very, good piece of the story. I'm actually gonna go into Rochester for the first time, because I can do quests from there as well. So let's kind of show off the second city. I guess what I was really getting at with that guy's video is that for a first impression video, he's more likely to turn away newer people from the game just because he's had, got so many things wrong in his attempt at an explanation for things in the game. Ooh, someone's got a plus 10 Chaotic Valor Dulla Pillar. Ooh. But is it orange? It's gotta be orange, considering it's a chaotic enchant, but I can go down to the docks here, and I can just continue my quest from here. Just because I'm more likely gonna have to be running around to some NPCs in Rochester, so I figured I'll be here. Okay. Let's see. Let's see if I can grab his review real quick. And we'll just kind of listen to it and we'll talk about it.
What is up, guys? My name is Stix, and if you don't already, follow me over on Twitter at ByteStix to stay updated with the latest MMO-related news. Vindictus is a hub-based MMORPG. You tackle dungeon after dungeon after dungeon. Each zone has various instances that differ slightly from one another, ultimately having you face off against the big boss monster from that area.
Okay, so that portion in right there is fairly true. That is the style of Vindictus. So far, he's off to a good start. I really need to learn how to aim that backswing. See what else he has to say.
It functions pretty much like every other hub-based MMORPG. You take your quest from the hub, you enter the instance, you kill a few monsters, and then you slay the boss. To set itself apart from the other garbage in the genre, though, Vindictus takes itself to a whole new level.
Again, he's not wrong here, but the video footage he was using at this point in the video is pretty much just mocking the game. Kind of like indirectly shit-talking it.
Okay, in all seriousness though, Vindictus boasts quite a few unique classes, each class having 2 distinct combat styles associated with them. Unfortunately, the game itself has gender-locked classes, something that players have more or less become accustomed to in South Korean MMORPGs. Also, being a South Korean MMO, you can expect a certain quality of character creation. At least 40 different sliders for each subsection of your character's face, over 100 different hairstyles. Huh. You're saying we get none of them here? Do we at least have boob sliders? Oh, thank God. We have boob sliders. The boob sliders are still here. Everyone calm down. The boob sliders are still here. The character creator is severely limited though, especially pertaining to what is actually presently available to free players. Paying to customize your character gives you a significantly increased variety of aesthetic options to choose from with regards to hairstyles, makeup, tattoos, and
Yeah, I actually just realized doing that may not be the best idea, because with my luck, that audio will probably, get a copyright over his reviews, so. The next point he was going to cover in the video was going to be him talking about the avatar parts and how everything, all the default armors are garbage. Every current player thinks that, and that, Nexon is just out to make money via a cash grab with different outfitters. And this is just, straight out false, because you can keep your character customized, for only 2,000 AP per week, which is not, a high cost if you're an active player. And you can make some pretty good armors. And then he goes on to do that stupid satirical thing saying that, the fights are exhilarating and all that while posting, while narrating that over a particularly dull fight in a very, meme-ish kind of way. I really would have liked it if he would have interviewed, or talk. And I wouldn't say interview, but he posted his little review to our forums. And if he can post our review to our forums, it might have been a good idea. Is this a boss? Yes, so it is. Ooh, finally, I get one that doesn't kill. Oh, my little kamikaze. I swear what I can probably do is, on top of making my little one-stop shop with this series, You know, I can probably make an in-depth, you know, little review on the game as well. Although I think my new player's perspective video, or the new player's guide, I think I'll just cover enough things so that everyone should know what they're getting into. I'm going to return to town. Oh, I think I was saying before, I don't know if I completed what I said, but when Inkel shows up, that's when the story starts to get fairly interesting in Season 1, because you learn, you know, I don't want to spoil too much, but you learn of, like, the Pontiff's Court, and, you know, the fact that they're traitorous, and that, you know, there's a rebellion and all this and that, and the story actually gets pretty good around this point. For Season 1, the story is pretty much meh up to, you know, Episode 5, and then Episode 6, when you start to meet Inkel's, that's just when that's when the story really starts to take off, and that's honestly when I would start, you know, more or less reading the story. Up till then, you don't really have to know much aside from, you know, you were a mercenary, you got picked up by the Crimson Blades, you got assigned, you went out to Onley, learned a couple things, you caught the attention of the Royal Army, and now you're being asked to come over here. You know, that's pretty much the long and short of it. And I just realized I've been neglecting my transformation. Let me go ahead and run through these quests. We're approaching level 60, which is probably going to be when I make my next big set of gear. Oh, really? Nothing else yet? Okay. There's a quick title you can get right here, too. If you come talk to this guy, steal money, take 1 gold. Just keep taking gold. Must be you don't get anything, must be a slow day. There's actually a title you can get from doing this if you take enough gold. Your consciousness gets better, you secretly place 2 gold back. I forgot how many times you have to do this. Am I, like, contributing toward the title? No. There it is. Guilty. I received guilty and I discovered sinful. So let's go ahead and I'd say just keep spamming the button. You'll eventually get the title. I got morally bankrupt. Yeah, once you get morally bankrupt, that's the end. I'm actually about to hit 300 titles on EV already. Ooh, I picked up an enchant scroll. And let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna need to dump some points into Armor Mastery anyway. Oh, we activated Spear of Stigma. That's our next transformation skill. Now, something unique about Spear of Stigma, basically you summon a spear of, you know, darkness or light, whichever one you happen to be, and you throw it. This is the only transformation skill that can be used without first being transformed. And the spear does hit pretty damn hard. I hope to demo it. Actually, what I could do... No, they would be dead now. Because there is a startup time on the spear, too. It does take a little bit of time to throw. But I'll demo it now that I've got one lined up. I wonder if I can line up. Okay, this guy will do. 6,000 damage, and that was not with a crit. So if it would have crit, it would have dealt about 12,000. Now that was its base rank. That skill can and will get pretty damn powerful. You can easily throw over 100,000, damage spear higher up. You've got enough, additional damage. But in most cases, for a free-to-play, you'll be getting right around, I'd say, 70,000, 80,000. Okay, yeah, I need to use my transformation, or remember to use it this time at least. This episode's relatively short. The next episode is by far my least favorite, after which that's when the game starts to really take off. And then these episodes might get relatively short just because if I'm gonna continue doing these by episodes in game, then some of them, especially like episode 9, is pretty quick. I wonder if I can get something up there and knock that pot down. Maybe. I need something a little bit lighter so I can throw overhand. There we go. Okay, Alright, let's do the, wow. Okay, looks like I would have actually needed a spear to bust that. Oh well. Wait, I just realized, does Eevee's normal attacks actually generate some SP? Let's find out. Yeah, they do. It's interesting to note. I believe, yep, this is our boss room. This time we're gonna go all out, transform, and then murder him. Alright, let's do this. And end it quick. And goodbye. Taking out boss, I'm gonna continue just to kill bosses like that for as long as I can. See, next story. West Hitler Forest. Alright, we're getting more of the Temptress set. What does that set look like? I wonder what, like, I actually don't know what set I want to get either for level 60. Typically, I went with, like, I've always been physical characters, so I've always kind of gone with, yeah, we'll figure out what gear I have along the way. So I'm supposed to be a new player for this. Oh, you're still alive? And just to think, Evie used to only be able to blink once at a time like that. To think she can blink twice now? So far, blinking hasn't really been an issue. With the stamina cost, I haven't had to rank it up yet, but I know at the higher levels, I'm definitely gonna have to invest some AP into it. I do remember the end boss of this being Claws. I can't remember if you beat him via the quest or if he's an extra. I didn't clear my curses. And I believe this is the boss room for this guy. Yep. Alright, let's do this. And he's dead. And I sent his body going. See, if you combine your ultimate and your transformation, you can basically conquer any boss at this point in the game. Clear 5 battles. Oh, use Kitty Encouragement Potion is actually one of the main little things. So with that being said, I'm actually going to return to town. I'm going to use the potion. Okay, so it seems like I'm getting the whole Tempter set. It might be worth... Well, I'm going to have to level the armor stuff anyway. The armor mastery. So I can equip the level 60 stuff when I get to it. So I guess, you know, I might as well level it up so I can use the level 56 stuff for now. So let me go ahead and equipment, armor mastery is going to require rank B or higher. So let's see if I put Temptress. Oh, it's this set. Huh. Do I have an inner armor pass yet? No, it doesn't seem that I could go buy one though. It's only 800 AP, but the thing is I don't want to spend that much AP. Just on that, and maybe you hidden story. Huh. Yeah, I'm not really digging the Temptress set. I think I'm just gonna stick with what I'm wearing right now. Alright, I use my kitty potion. And wow, I actually forgot to get my buff. Man, first I forget transformations and then I forget my buff. Man, that reviewer must have really had me riled up if I really forgot that stuff. I think we've only got 2 more quests left in this episode, which is this one, and then I think Claws is the last one. So let's roll. Oh yeah. These episodes right here, oh man, they are eating up a lot of space. Like, the last episode alone was 38 gigs. I think it's just because I really like quality. Although when I do upload, when I do upload these to YouTube, I do, you know, tweak them in my rendering program. Look at this thing. Wow, he has a lot of health. See, honestly, at this point, I'm just trying to get to the end of Season 1. So I can, you know, get Season 2 and start, you know, really fighting in the game. Because this is still just child's play. Okay, you die? You know, I can't suck those tendrils and it still should hit him. Let's go ahead and run through. I don't think this is going to be the boss room for this fight in particular. I actually believe this room opens up. Make sure there's no ore in here, because I have not been on the lookout for ore like I should be. Just run right through. I'm just kind of keeping an eye out around while I run. Nope. Alright, this next room should be boss room. Honestly, if you're a different class, like a spear line, you could just spin through those hallways and basically kill everything. Yeah, this is the boss area. Yeah, I'm about to level up anyway, so I've got no problem using my transformation here. Oh, that asshole. Let me show off the spear. Ooh, when it crits, it hits. And proceeds to just kill everything in its path. Alright, getting close to 60. Next story. Yeah, I forgot we had him. Okay, so we got 2 more stories before Claws. The Temptress dress. So does that mean I have like the whole Temptress set right now? Let's see, I got everything but the headpiece. I mean, yes, it is so much better than what I have right now, but I'm still doing fine with, you know, with the lower level gear. You know, if you're a newer player, I recommend equipping all this gear, or if you want to give yourself a little bit, you know, of an extra layer of a challenge, go ahead and just keep, you know, the same armor you have equipped. Now, the next time I play through the game, I might actually try to do an entire run while wearing the premium rookie set. See how far I can go before I absolutely have to switch out the gear. I'll of course be swapping out my weapon as I level up, but it's something that's a challenge I would love to see. You know, someone attempt play through the entire game, well, not through the whole game, at least play all the way up to season 2 in the starter gear. I just think that would be really cool to see. I mean, it's obvious that right now things are easy. And the game does hand you pretty much everything you would need to be effective and viable. It's like, you know, it's handing me, you know, free weapons and everything like that. Typically, like right now, the scythe I'm wielding, if I wanted one of these scythes, you know, back before Rise came out, I would have had to either A, buy one from someone, or B, I would have had to craft it. And crafting one meant gathering certain materials. And those materials would have involved fighting a really nasty boss called Iracle. I think this should kill him. Yep. But Iracle is a nasty boss for level 50. And not only... Oh wow, I beat him too quick. I actually had to wait about a minute. So I guess it's time to talk. But Iracle is actually... You know, in order to beat him, you have to do... Or in order to get the his break off, you have to spear his tusk, which is a very small hitbox. I think it's, what, 2 times to flinch, and then you have to flinch him, what, 6 times, if I remember correctly? So, yeah. You really had to work for the Iracle Tusks. I remember when parties used to actually farm for Iracle Tusks. Because ivory weapons at one point were really expensive, and, you know, it actually took some effort to get one. I've always kind of liked the ivory. Granted, there are some other scythes I do like the appearance of, but I do like the ivory scythe, I have to say, is like my favorite scythe so far. What the? I keep forgetting about it. Okay, this is the second to last. After this, we hit claws. And we have a jealous ring. Technically better than both, so just equip it in either one. But what's happening here is Inkels is realizing that the Pontiff's Court is responsible for Only. Because in this game, there's a church that preaches, you know, the will of the goddess that, you know, if all the Fomors are wiped out, Aaron will descend and, well, the goddess will descend and Aaron will, you know, come to fruition. Aaron being paradise. However, the Pontiff's Court has a secret agenda. You know, in my opinion, you know, like a lot of churches, they try to keep people, you know, under control. So, in this particular game, you know, once the goddess comes, Aaron will descend, and there will be no pain and no suffering, and everyone, you know, will experience paradise. Well, even though the pontiff, you know, preaches this prophecy, they're actually against it happening, because if that happens, then, you know, they lose all power because they're technically not needed anymore. So, Anli was actually there, you know, doing. Because what they tried to do was they actually tried to summon the goddess and kill her so that she could never descend, so that Aaron would never arrive, and they would stay in permanent power. And we actually get to fight the abomination that they summoned, which happens to be probably a boss video I've uploaded quite a number of times, that being Glass Galfian. Glass Galfian was summoned in place of the goddess and they messed up. What happens if I combine a stamina potion with Insane Reaper? Stamina regeneration's fast with the if you combine Insane Reaper and a stamina potion. Oh, they both last for a minute too, so that's actually not bad combining the two of them. So many jellies. You know what? Make this real easy. Boom. I'm trying to keep a lookout for ores too. I'm just not really seeing too many of them around this area. But then again, I never really farmed for ores here, so I'm not really too sure what the usual locations are. Here's the boss room. I'm about 70% the level, so I actually might love... I'm actually not going to transform, I'm actually going to hold it. Overhead and turn. Overhead. Starting to get the hang of that combo. Ooh, I got a Brave Ivory Scythe, which is a nice little upgrade. Actually, I'm gonna look around for ores in this map because I want to say there is an ore on this map somewhere. Let's see. No, I guess there's not. Claws. I'm gonna return to town before him, just because I want to say there's a quest. Yeah, I want to say that there's a quest, and we're level 60. We're gonna buy ourselves something nice. Level 60 gear isn't the most expensive, so we can, thanks to selling all the stuff we did before, we can actually pick up a nice little cheap level 60 set. Alright, level up rewards have arrived. That, and reach level 60. There's my inner armor pass. $15 empowered enhancement stones. Hang on to those, because we'll go over enhancement later. Now this brave scythe, since it has the brave enchant, it actually is it technically is better than mine. It is a little bit lighter in its coloring, but you know, I'm not really too worried about that. So I'm gonna go ahead and run to the marketplace real quick. We're gonna go ahead and see if we can pick ourselves up a nice little level 60 set and put ourselves something together that'll really allow us just to walk all over claws. Alright, so let's see what we got. Let me see what I can sell the ivory scythe for. They sell for about 40,000. Oh, so, oh, right. You know what? Screw it. I'll just throw it away. Okay. Oh, that is a level 30 piece. So that raging earring should be right around. They're selling for 50k. Let me see. Element stone catalyst. Are those up in price? No, they're about the same price. So 40k. Oh my word! You kidding me? Some more stuff to sell. 40k. The Temptress set. It actually has a nice little going price for it. I think it's either crafted or it's specifically a quest reward, but you know, not overly worried. Ivory staff, not much. Frost Peak, not worth much. Okay. Let's see. Let me go ahead and let's go ahead and do search. Level, let's do, isn't 56, like, yeah, I think it's 56 and 60. And find me weapons and find me scythes. Lionheart. Better than what I've got. The Fobello 10 scythe. That is actually a nice looking scythe. The Scythe of Caresses. That's the Succubus scythe. Let's see, Silent Shadow. There's a way you can see what it looks like on you. Let me move the marketplace out of the way so I can freely click these and see. Huh. I know that thing actually does leave like a glowing effect and everything. Ooh, the Raider scythe. Ew. Braid Tassel, or the Tano scythe. Let's see. Ooh, the Braid Tassel scythe actually looks kind of cool. Yeah, that's Succubus's signature scythe. So, looks like out of the level 60 choices, I can either get 2k M attack, some crit, 2 crit, 2 speed. Let's see. Well, let me look at the actual stats. So we have 2k, so 2k, 2 and 4, 2.6k, but then a negative, wow, 28 balance? Holy shit, the Raider Scythe has like shitty balance compared to an Ivory weapon. The Forebellow actually has a balance of 70, which is acceptable for a weapon. Significantly higher crit, but not much more attack. But then again, it is only, yeah, it is only, you know, +0, which we could fix that. And then the Braid Tassel Scythes. 1800, -12 balance, -6 speed. Yeah, I think we're gonna go with the Forebellow Scythe. The Forebellow Tin Scythe, just because, if I'm not mistaken, it actually has a neat little effect on it too. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and pick that up. So let's go ahead and let's take a look at what we got. Battle Scythe Mastery B or above to utilize. So let's go ahead and go to equipment and equip it now. Yep, this is the one that has like the little animation to it. It's always weird how that animation just is not smooth. Huh. But the effect it leaves is just really cool. I like size that leave effects, things that leave effects like that. Let me go ahead and enhance it now. Oh. Talk to Gallagher and the mercenary. I gotta go talk to that asshole first before I can actually enhance my weapons or gear. Alright, I guess we're gonna go back to Colin real quick. Express, depart immediately. Alright. Let's go ahead and go talk to him real quick. Gallagher story. Gallagher subordinate. To Gallagher after obtaining the Royal Rochester Warrior title. I figured since I'm in Colin, I'll pick up some soaps while I'm here. I think I may have to complete claws before I can unlock it, so yeah, I think that might be the hitch. Oh, visit the Royal Army base. It might just be a quick talking quest. Let me go back. There's gotta be something I missed. extra attack speed though. I mean, I guess until I can equip, or until I can enhance the Phobelitan Scythe. I think through this dialogue I should get the title. Yeah, this is the little Rochester talking quest. Where you meet the Who Man ogre at the bar. As well as the Michael Jackson look-alike. I swear, he looks just like Michael Jackson. I swear, that it looks so much like MJ to me. Some of these running back and forth quests are a pain. It actually gave me Bloody Shade. Yeah, let's not use that. Bloody Shade is actually a quest item that increases your attack exponentially. Like, I'm talking, like, gives you 9,000 attack. But you have a constant drain on your health. So let's see. Okay. I guess let's just go ahead and go get... I just did something sell? Is there a mailbox? I never realized there's a mailbox on both sides of the cathedral. No, lucky every day. How many of those have I picked up so far? I guess let's go kill Klaus real quick. Path. Oh, since I'm level 60, I can rank these up. Firestorm. Duration is actually very powerful. Because every time you kill something, it actually extends your transformation time a little bit. At max rank, every time you kill a mob, it adds 5 seconds. So if you're a fairly high DPS character, you can basically run through an entire dungeon and, well, pretty much be in your transformation indefinitely. Okay, I'm gonna have to play this a little on the careful side. Add that. Alright, that wasn't so bad. I know for a fact there's some ores in the boss room though. Alright, so let's try and make quick work of claws. Just because this boss can get a little out of hand if you are not prepared, and considering I am under geared, yeah, this could go badly. So I guess let's just transform and kick his ass. And kaboom. Yep. Class has been kaboomed. Alright, let's mine up some of that sweet, sweet ore. You know, there's one over there. There's one over there, and there's one over there. Yeah. What if I stand here in the middle? Will it all teleport to me? Yeah, some of it seems to want to teleport. If you get far enough away from drops, they kind of auto teleport and pick up. Alright. Alright, that looks like the end of that. $700 AP capsule, level 61. Although it doesn't look like episode 6 is done quite yet. But then again, we're only an hour and 11 minutes into this, so if this episode goes on, you know, more than 2 hours, I may consider cutting it. But that 700 AP capsule, though, that's pretty nice. All right. See, report back to Win at the run after scouting the Battle Quest Cadets Challenge. It's our first time in the Fomorian base. I feel like I accidentally just barged into the next episode. Like, I feel like I shouldn't be here. Like, I feel like I should have cut the video by now. Well, no, not really, because if I backtrack the episodes... Actually, what am I doing fighting these guys? I can just run through. Because if I think about it... yeah, the more I think about it... I think, yeah, this ties in. Actually, no. This should tie into episode 7. So somehow I think I got off the main course a bit. So I think I'm actually getting slightly ahead of myself. So as soon as I finish this mission, I'm just going to jump back to town and we're going to see what we can turn in and what we can... Alright, all of you die. Oh wow, Eevee takes forever to push this, or is it? I should be able to make that. So we can get everyone... This is actually my least favorite area of the game, just because it's very mobby. Like, there's a lot of just garbage mobs around. And aesthetically, you know, aesthetically this is my least favorite place. In all of Season 1, I'd say my favorite place is probably Untitled Castle. Which, I know, the Catacombs is episode 8. Okay, we might still be in episode 6, because I know episode 9 is Heidi, episode 9 is Albie, episode 8 is the Catacombs. Yeah, we're just gonna try and get through this quest. Ooh, bosses have 6 health bars now. Let's see if I can blow all those health bars at once. Yes, I can. I think around the sewer areas where that's gonna stop killing people. Yeah, we're gonna run back to town. Oh, well, look at that. We got a braid tassel tithe. Wonderful. You know what? I think I'm actually gonna do that instead of the other one, just because I did like the way it looked initially. And I'll be honest, the animation effect on the Phobello 10 scythe, it's got that laggy looking, like the animation itself, it just kind of lags, which is weird. Okay, yeah, something's not right here. How do you get Rochester Warrior? Ladies of Rochester reward those who prove themselves on the field of Phobello Prairie. Is that a battle quest? Let me take a look. Phobello Prairie. Rockturn's Cabin. Huh. We got an impending enchant scroll and a courageous enchant scroll. I don't think I've seen one of those before. Yeah, I didn't look at level 60 gear. I know I looked at weapons. Let me see what kind of gear I can get. So let me just do 60, and let me do helm, and please make it usable. Ivory Apex, Swift. It's gonna be in the cloth armor. Only for Silas. Fallen Angel. Int 130. Okay, that's... Fallen Angel. Huh. Yeah, too bad the set's kind of expensive. Can't really afford it right now. Although I need to get out of these rags at least. Alright. Okay, I guess... Ooh. Actually, I get a whole set right there. Hell yeah. Contact. Is this against... This isn't against raiding party Captain Larkin. I'm just gonna run through. These big guys, they don't like to die sometimes. It's probably the easiest way to deal with groups, is just to put out the void ability, and then just, you know, run them through with that combo. Okay. Now, why does he get affected? There's definitely some dynamics to Bloody Thread that I'm not seeing. Okay, will you all die already? Thank you. I want to get that new armor set. Oh. I think this is the guy. Alright. Time to reap. Ooh, that was... I almost got knocked out of that. And kablooey. Oh. Someone that didn't die. Well, he was bound to die. Okay, what killed him there? I seriously wonder. I wonder if my little wisp thing triggers steel. If it does, that would explain quite a few things. Dismissed. Guess we're just waiting for the battle quest to complete. About 2k AP to play with now. Oh, there's just so many skills I've yet to... They're still sitting at low level that I need to seriously look at ranking up. Okay. Yeah, I don't care what Gwen says. Wait, I hit return to town. Oh, okay. Okay, well, we're going to town anyway, so... Is this where I learned about Colin and Flames? I guess yes, this episode is... notoriously long. Lost Road. Let's see about it. Okay, except we're all like mixed match on our colors. Let's go to the avatar shop and let's play with some dyes real quick and see if we can get ourselves looking a little bit better. Oh. God, that headpiece. All right, let's see. Let's see what happens if we just start dying some things. You know, already that's better. I think that's honest. Okay, I need to dye this too. I'm kind of getting lucky on my colors. Everything kind of matches now, somewhat. I think it doesn't match. What's this? Let me see. I'm gonna play with this one. Yeah, when you do this, you just kind of get random colors. Oh, you know what? I'll take it. Looks better than what I had. Okay, I need to see where the hell I pick up that title at real quick. Just because myself, I mean, I feel like I should be able to enhance things by now. Let's see. Rochester Warrior title. Let's see. Vindictus, Rochester. Rochester Warrior. Alright, let's see. Snow White Rochester Warrior. Reward for completing the spinning wheel. Okay, so yeah, I'm still a little ways away from being able to mess with that. Which is kind of stupid in my opinion, but why can't I? Yeah, I think I'll stick with this new site though. I do like the way this looks. Actually, as you progress to the main storyline. Yeah, we don't really have much. We don't really have much of a choice. We just got to push forward and continue. I really like the ivory scythe. Like the ivory scythe, the braid tassel scythe. I mean, it's got a long, thin handle. I'm taking significantly less damage now, so I guess, you know, we're good. How much path experience have I gotten so far? 676, and I earned about, you know, 40 to 60 per transformation, so, yeah. I think we're doing alright. Also, just something I want to point out, because I'm just thinking of it right now, but the Vindictus forums, are actually a very good source for information. We got some users on there that have posted, you know, very nice in-depth guides to different, you know, aspects of the game as far as enhancement and enchanting. Granted, I am going to try and give a crash course on those topics for those that aren't really, you know, too interested in reading threads, but I think no, this isn't Maelstrom yet. Actually, I want to do a thing. Come on, everyone. Gather around. There we go, come on. Gather around, everyone. Okay, everyone, I'm gonna stop spreading out. Stop spreading out. Alright, let's do this. Yeah! Yeah! Boom. Okay, that was beautiful. I think we still got a ways left before we make it to this boss. I always thought there was something to these cages you could break as well. Like, I don't know if you could do that and get, you know, a title called, you know, Curiosity or something like that. Okay, check those erg pots. Aw. There we go, we managed to reach it. Actually, there's no ore or anything back here. That erg pot is actually pretty well hidden, considering most people just ignore that and just go straight this way. See some ore up there. I'm gonna go ahead and grab that. Full bell of 10. Spear, iron ore, spear. Okay, the asshole with the gun, stop. You're dead. But mistaken, there's a pot up here too. Ooh. This one had some stuff. I wonder if I get something for breaking these. Nope. I'm just kind of exploring around this one, because I've never really looked in too far into these maps as far as what they have. Alright. Boss room. Oh yeah, I forgot we have a cinematic here. Thanks for pointing out the obvious. I'm here. And now, you're gonna die. This guy used to be so threatening back in the day. Alright. And go bye-bye. Boom. I like how I'm just killing the bosses so quickly. It just doesn't, the game just doesn't necessarily know how to handle what I'm doing and like wigs out like that. Wow. The camera got stuck underground. Actually, I can move. Oh, there I am. Kind of an odd place for the camera to get stuck, but okay. What happens if I type in... Okay, asshole. I know there's a command if you sit around. There's like a stuck command. Yeah, we'll just hit up the next story. So yeah, we need... Am I wearing the temptress? No, it's more temptress pieces I'm getting. Ooh, that's Keegan. We finally get to meet Keegan. Look at me, Keegan. I know he's got two portraits, one where he's looking away from you and at you. I think the one where he's looking away from you just looks so smug. Colon in Flames is just like a straight boss fight. This will be over fairly quickly. Crimson Blades can't handle shit without us. There's a Talon. Merrick yelling. How far am I restricted to go? Is he fighting my little wisp? Go get him, little guy. You got this. He killed him. Alright. You killed my wisp. I take your life. Bowed before me. Whee! There he goes. I just realized this place uses the old colon. Like the old colon layout. Anyone who plays the game that actually watched this far into the series, I think you'll get why I'm cheering in front of the blacksmith. Fuck you, Fergus. Okay, I mean, am I gonna get my stupid title so I can enhance my gears? Is this episode really this long? I mean, we're going on an hour and 40 minutes now. think we're getting close to the end. I'm gonna be amazed if I somehow, you know, manage to skip the end of like episode 6 and get into episode 7. I'm really starting to think that, but I guess we'll find out when I hit, because I know for a fact the Titan is like the end of an episode, and he's going to be the end boss of this area. Let's see if we can round everyone up. Come on. That's right, get lost. There was the frog. If I were a game dev, I would have tucked more back there. These little traps always run on the darkened one, otherwise you're going to pull a whole bunch of bombs to fall from the roof. This will happen if you do that. And those bombs used to hurt. They don't hurt anymore, they're just more or less a nuisance, but just walk on the dark one and you'll be fine. Gotta run past them. I swear those guys don't like to die. Let's go ahead and get this going. Don't harm my wisp. And they're ganging up on my wisp. It's gonna have to get it to hold behind that. There we go. Got some football at 10. That's a little bit of gold. I wonder how much ore I've collected up till now so far. Let's see. Now I'm curious. Let's see. I've collected. Wow, only 13 ore, 20 fine iron ore, some copper, some silver, some gold. Then some superior. I want to say this is boss room. Yep, it's boss room. I actually got both of them cursed. Might be able to kill both of them. You're dead. I never really got why there was such a well-dressed Fomor out here. Yeah, okay, we're starting to get some stuff. I think... please say this is the last quest to do. I'm really starting to think I missed something. I always thought there was an ore node back here. No. Oh. I forgot there actually was a little off to the side area there. Oh, I thought I could make that. Yeah, he's gonna go kaboom. I think wasn't there an alternate way to activate the Void Star? Straight Rate 9, it can activate during Eagle Talon. In this case, if the most recently attacked target is nearby a second. Eagle. Okay, now what's Eagle Talon? Oh, okay. So I can basically just make one on the spot. Does it consume any SP to do that, though? That's a definite... Ooh, just headphones are being on my ears for a long time. It's starting to bother me a little bit. Alright. I can borderline spam them. He still survives 2 of them. This room. I'm honestly just gonna spam Void Star in this area. That skill is truly OP. I can see that coming in handy so much during Season 3. Especially for mob control. I forgot this room is unique. It's a different variation. I know we actually get a nice little cinematic here too with some VA. So I'm gonna go ahead and shut up while this plays out.
strange, too quiet.
I've never seen Shakar lay a trap.
You think they've kept Clodagh alive?
I'm sure of it. Shakar may be a Fomor, but he's no
Sir
butcher.
Keegan!
What's he talking about? Prepare for battle.
And then while they're duking it out over there, we get our own little, our own opponent. Black Camera, who's by far one of the easiest bosses, and one I know most well in this game. And voila. And I actually just saw something I've never seen before. Up there. You can see the trap. It's a little cycle of a fight. Yeah. Not really much of a fight. Alright. You think, Shakar? Are we done yet with this episode? Okay, yeah, I think there it is. Episode 6, Cullen and Flames. Finally done. I was not expecting this to turn into a 2-hour episode. Ay, ay, ay. That took a while. But I guarantee you the next 3, or actually the next 4 episodes, episodes 7, 8, 9, and 10, are going to be relatively short, most likely compared to this one. Well, 7's probably going to be about an hour, hour and a half. But 8, 9, and 10 should not be long at all. Oh, Lord Glass, never mind. Let's collect our experience. Okay, do I have the stupid title yet? Like... Okay, yes, I do. Okay, finally. I guess before I wrap this up, I'm going to go take care of that real quick. I guess next episode we'll go ahead and start by ranking up some skills. Wait, why am I going to the marketplace? And in 2 levels we actually get an inner armor, which will be nice. And all this time I did not have a soap the entire episode. I'm just now realizing that. Alright. Alright, Gallagher, you asshole. Okay, here we go. Visit Fergus. Okay, this is where you learn about enhancing gear, finally. Skip tutorial. So basically this is how you work with enhanced stuff. You don't have to make it through Fergus either. You can just make it on the go. But basically you select the item you want to enhance. It functions the same way as enchanting. I can use the replica. And I can use the replicas. And basically whenever you enhance armor, you increase its base defense, and after it gets high enough it starts to give additional health and additional damage stats. Once you, if you enhance your weapon, it enhances the attack, the speed, and then the additional damage stat. So now that we're level 60, we're going to go ahead and see about... So which has the better base? I mean, I suppose I could enhance... Yeah, let me enhance this to 3 real quick, and I'm just going to compare this with my Braid Tassel and see which one is better overall. Okay, so we have... +3 balance and +7 critical, -5 speed. Oh, if I equip it, so. I think I'll stick with the. I think I'll stick with the Braid Tassel. Oh, wait, hang on. I need to go once more. Now we have an accurate representation text. So it's only a 3 attack speed difference, but it's a 1400. Oof. Oof. Yeah, we're keeping this then. Let me pick up a couple more empowered enhancement stones real quick. Yeah, luckily they're not too expensive. Let me go ahead and buy 20 of them. And let's go ahead and enhance the crap out of this this Braid Tassel scythe. So as you can see, if I enhance it, the attack goes up by 100, attack speed by 2, and additional damage by 60. The attack speed, the attack basically goes up in increments of 50, 50, 50, 100, 100, 100, 100, 150, 150, 150, from 0 to 10, totaling in a 1000 attack point boost. So let's take it 5. So we can go further, which we will. If it fails, it'll drop down 1. Now, if it fails, it will drop to 0. And once the enhancement elixir comes into play, once an enhancement fails, it drops to 0. So if this particular one fails, we drop to 0. And you know what? Just because I don't like 7 as a number, I want 8. I could go for 9. But I think I will be happy with +8. Because +8, once you go beyond 8, the gear will bind to you. We can go ahead and enhance our gear too, but I don't think we really need that for right now. What I really need to do is I need to hurry up and just end this episode real quick. So let me just collect my mail real quick and call it a day. Let me play the little item event thing. Permanent face tattoo coupon. Cool. And 500 AP. Alright, well, If you managed to stick with me throughout the entire episode, highly appreciative of the view. Hope you learned something or had a little bit of fun watching. Alright, see ya later. Next time.